This is not good. I'm going on a bad path.
But it makes sense why you only have one guest on here. It's because I have one working hand. I'm disabled.
It's time for the Garage Boozing Podcast.
What's up, nerds? Welcome back to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. I'm your host, the man with absolutely no plan, Chase with the face for radio, Chase Shurga. Today I'm joined by a very special guest, Seth Cooper. And this is the first time in Garage Boozing history that we have one guest instead of two, just because I was so interested to hear Seth's story. But without further ado, you know the drill. It's time to sit back, relax, crack open a cold one, kick your feet up, and if you're feeling fruity, take a shot, because why not? Because today's episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast starts now. Love it. Best sound on the market. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. Today I'm starting my words already. I'm lit. Oh, no. How can I do words of Chase after this? This is not good. Today I'm joined by a very special... Well, usually I say two very special guests, but this is the first time we've had one guest on the show. This is not good. I'm going on a bad path.
But it makes sense why you only have one guest on here. It's because I have one working hand. I'm disabled.
Well... Am I allowed to laugh at that?
Yeah.
Is that okay?
You're fine.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Because that was funny, and I'm like... So I have permission to laugh at that.
Yeah. It's okay.
He made the joke, right?
I'm retarded.
Oh, this is going to be the most controversial episode yet, I'm telling you.
You're gonna start this over, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. Today I'm joined by one very special guest. Today we have Seth Cooper in the house. Seth, please say hello.
Mr. Shurga, how are you doing,
Call me
sir?
Chase. Mr. Shurga is my father. Actually, Mr. Shurga is my grandfather. We call Ray Rod my father. So I'm Chase, Chaz.
What's going on, Chase?
Hey, Seth, I'm glad to have you here, buddy.
I am pleased to be on the Garage Boozing Podcast. Am I actually your first guest that has podcasting experience?
Actually, yes. How much podcasting experience do you have?
Let's see. From when I
Carry
was
the four.
12 to now. So I'm...
You've been podcasting since 12?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, really?
Yes.
Actually, that's not one of my questions.
Sixth and the seventh grade I started, so yeah.
Podcasts weren't even a thing then.
No, but radio was.
Yes,
So-
and I have a face for radio, so I feel you there.
Walked into the radio station at a young 12.
WCKM.
Yeah, 98.5 and WCQL and
Dan Miner, what's up?
regional radio group. So
That's it.
that's how I got my start.
All right, so now I'm going to ask this question that I asked you earlier. You couldn't answer it, so I'm going to have to be the one that answers it. Seth, do you remember how we met?
I said that we met at the treasure chest of WCKM, but
That's not true.
you said no. So
That was after we met.
I'd love to. It was 2014, if I remember correctly.
Very close. I was okay. So I remember. I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
You were wearing a Daniel Bryan shirt. Yes, yes, yes.
Was it either at hockey or was it at a wrestling event?
Nope, neither.
Oh my lord! My yes shirt's probably a Kids XL.
I
at
came
this
up
point.
to you and started talking to you, and then after I did that, you came in and talked to me a couple times, and then I saw you at the treasure chest.
Oh man!
Hannaford.
Really?
I worked at Hannaford in the produce department.
Oh yeah, that's right.
He's
That's
like, oh yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah, yes. I worked at the
Many moons ago. it feels like.
That was like, oh my god, what, 8-9 years ago?
And then the best part is, I think I would go to Hannaford with my mother just to talk to you. Yeah,
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yes, because you came in one time with a Daniel Bryan shirt. It said yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. So I'm like, oh, you like wrestling? And then we started talking for a couple times. And then a couple days later, you come in, and then, hey, Mom, we got to go pick up some bananas. No, I really want to go talk to Chase. But yeah, let's go get some bananas.
Because it was 2014, because I had the yes, yes, yes. I had the Fandango cutoff.
Yup.
And the Shield cutoff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. My next question. This is like an interview, because I just want to know all about Seth right now. All right, so Seth. Would you call your career sports broadcasting? Is that the realm we would take? Is realm right? Yeah, realm. That's a word, right? Is it the realm we would take? Is that the word? Realm?
Yeah. Realm.
Yeah. Is that the realm we would take? Sports broadcasting, or like?
So I majored in sports broadcasting at Full Sail University in Orlando,
I'm
Florida.
so jealous of that. My mom used to live in Winter Park. It's actually
That's where
technically
I
Winter
that's
Park.
where I lived. Yeah.
That was gonna be I wanted to go to that college because I was big on YouTube video editing and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
so-
I'm jealous of you going there.
I went to that school, and it was a fun time. I mean, I spent 2 years there. I was because the way that the school is structured,
It's a film and radio school, right? Is what it is.
not necessarily film and radio, because it's got art design. You can go for film, you can go for audio, you can go for broadcasting, you can go for, if you're going to go behind the scenes, producing, things like that. So it's a school for the media arts.
Dude, I wanted to go there so bad.
if that makes sense.
No, I get that because
Yeah.
I went to college for media art. I didn't graduate, but I did go for media arts. See, back when I wanted to go to Full Sail, though, it was literally just like a movie and film school. It wasn't like they didn't have the no relation to WWE back then.
No, so
Did you go there like having the plan to intern for WWE?
No,
Which
not-
this is a former WWE intern, by the way, which we are leading into that, which makes me so excited. I want to hear all these stories. So continue. So you went there thinking what?
So I went there thinking, hey, I'm going to pursue of sports broadcasting and see what other opportunities were there.
But at the time, you knew that when the time you went there, WWE and Full Sail had that relationship, right?
Yeah, so they had their, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think 2011 was when the wheels started turning for the partnership with Full Sail. Might have been towards the end of 2010.
That's a well-oiled wheel now, by the way. Very,
2012
very well.
is when they started doing NXT tapings. Now they're live at Full Sail on the USA Network.
Crazy.
And I didn't go in with the intention at all of interning for WWE. Now,
You were a
granted-
wrestling fan before that, though, correct?
Yeah, so I've been a wrestling fan ever since I was like 6 or 7. Might have been 6, I believe. And I had no intention of even going for WWE or anything like that. Granted, the NXT tapings were there, and they're free for Full Sail students.
Really? Oh, so you could go to the shows for free? Okay, I didn't know that. That's cool.
They're first come, first served basis. A day before the show, you can only get 2 tickets per student.
But how did you how did you go from just like going to school there to like interning for WWE?
So my program director at Full Sail University.
This is so fucking
it
cool to
goes
me.
Dan Patrick, Gus Ramsey.
Wait,
So-
not Dan Patrick, as in the Dan Patrick Show.
Yeah, so Dan.
That Dan Patrick?
That Dan Patrick.
Really?
It's the Dan.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's technically the Dan Patrick School of Sports Broadcasting. So it goes Dan Patrick and then Gus Ramsey. So Gus Ramsey is my program director. So in November of 2018, we got an email saying, "Hey, WWE is interested in starting."
Are you gonna drink more of that?
Oh yeah. WWE has an interest in doing potential interns at the WWE Performance Center, which they've never done before, and you could be a part of the first inaugural class. So this was
Inaugural. That's a big word. Don't put that on the list.
this was in November, and I was like, he was like, if you're interested, you obviously had to have standing within your academics and GPA.
And you were a
all
nerd in
this.
school.
I wouldn't say I was a nerd, but I
got good
tried. I
grades.
tried my best.
You got good grades.
Yeah, I tried my best.
Yeah, me and you, not in the same hand. But anyway,
So I was like, all right, I'm interested. So then
of course you were as a wrestling fan. Why
in
would you not be?
November, I applied to put my name in the hat, basically, of saying, hey, I'm interested. And I was like, yeah. So I didn't hear anything back from Gus. And
Were you
then
expecting to hear anything back?
no, I wasn't expecting anything at all because I was like, all right, like I'll just throw my hat in here, whatever. So I said, yes, I'm interested, and didn't give him any of the background that I was a wrestling fan, whatever. So then,
So you found out when?
so 2 months go by, and before I get the call, what's interesting is Byron Saxton and Tom Phillips, who are part of the now WWE Raw team, then were on SmackDown Live.
Correct.
And they came to our school and said, this is what the program's all about. If you're interested, hey, please let us know again. So after the meeting was over, I shook both their hands, was saying, I hope to hear from you guys soon. And this was before like I knew anything of the background, whatever.
Yeah.
So then I get an email from Gus Ramsey, and he says, hey, you've been selected to potentially interview with WWE. So I was like, wow, this is super cool. So
I would have passed out.
how
How did you not pass out? Why did you not pass out?
because I honestly, in that point, I was like, holy shit, I'm actually doing this. Like, watching as a kid, I was always say like, I'm gonna be a part of the WWE one day, and I didn't actually like really believe it. So that was when I really didn't freak out, and the best part of the story is coming. So
I'd still be passed out at this point in the story.
January, that came and went, and then I had a meeting with Tom Phillips and Byron Saxton, and then 2 other people that are no longer with WWE. And I was like, okay, so Tom is a big hockey guy.
Yeah.
And my resume was all printed out, ready to go. And he was like, I see a lot of hockey on here, and he's a big Philly guy and everything with the Flyers, and he's a big Phillies fan because he's from Philadelphia. So we went through the normal process of different things, how I would fit in, and then they asked me, do you like wrestling? Have you never watched our product? And WWE hires people and also has interns that have never watched WWE before, and they kind of culture you in. They tell you to...
They hire wrestlers that have never watched WWE before.
Correct. And I was like, all right, so... And I have very good memory. I don't know why I do what I do. So I was like...
Photographic?
They were literally like...
Actually, time out. You don't have that good a memory because you didn't even tell me where we met.
Well, I hate to break this to you, but maybe that wasn't on my mind at the time of our meeting.
He just said that my importance meant...
Well, I was honestly thinking about what you were going to ask me for questions. That's
and
what
honestly, it's funny. This one story has knocked out like 7 of my questions here because you're telling it all.
Yeah,
keep going.
It's better to tell the story.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, had the interview, and not even, I think, 48 hours.
You heard back that quick?
So, a funny thing about this whole thing was I was actually napping, and I get a call, and it says Stamford, Connecticut, and I was like, I know exactly.
Vincent Kennedy.
I was like, I know exactly who this is. This is WWE, and the lady picked up.
No, you picked up. The lady didn't pick up.
Yeah, I picked up the phone, and the lady on the other line goes, "Hi, is this Seth?" And I was like, "Yes, this is Seth." And she goes, "Just want to let you know, you've been selected as the first inaugural class of the WWE Performance Center. Congratulations." And I was like, that was my like, holy shit, I'm a part of WWE now.
Yeah.
I don't care what, I'm a part of WWE. I called my dad immediately after, call my mom and call my dad. And I was like, I'm in the WWE. I am an intern with the WWE. I am at the Performance Center. And then I signed before WrestleMania season in New York. So not this past WrestleMania, but last year's. So April 2019.
So you signed and then boom.
Yeah, I was right into the Wolves and got to do a lot of cool shit.
All right, so I'm going to ask you this question real quick. What's the best experience you had with WWE? Or your favorite? Let's say favorite experience.
Probably my best experiences were WrestleMania rehearsals or being able to work a house show for the SummerSlam Heatwave Tour in my hometown of Glens Falls, New York.
That's so cool.
The list goes on and on. And I got really close to Charles Robinson, who's a WWE referee, legend in the business. I got to know Greg Hamilton pretty well and a lot of the production side of things. And I was cool with a lot of the wrestlers backstage. Kofi, Dolph, Matt Hardy.
They didn't know you by name?
No, they didn't know me by name. But I will tell you, one of the coolest things that ever came out of that experience was Sonya Deville, who's an amazing woman, was she saw me.
Figuratively and literally.
And she goes, "Hi, how are you?" And I go, "Good, how are you?" And she goes, "What do you do?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm an intern at the Performance Center. I actually live here, but I go to college in Orlando." She goes, "Hey, welcome to the WWE family." And then we talked for a bit here and there. And like for her to take the time to
So cool, man.
to talk to me and treat me as one of the boys or one of the guys backstage was like really cool to me and something I'll never forget. But I learned so much, and I was so a part of the WWE journey that I'm forever grateful for that.
Bro, that's a piece of your life forever. That's so fucking cool.
Like I said, I'm forever grateful for my time. And my first day on the job, WWE, I made the WWE YouTube channel, and
You made the channel?
I made Pat McAfee's channel. So Pat McAfee's really cool, by the way. Badass.
I do want to say, I think we need to have a Seth Cooper 2.0, which is going to happen. So You've literally heard probably, what, a fourth of your story at this point? This is unbelievable.
Yeah.
This was like an entry level to the whole diagram.
Signed an entry-level deal to be on the Garage Boozing podcast.
I fucking love it.
Which is an honor, by the way. Thank
I
you.
appreciate, dude, honestly, like, that's
I
why
I cracked in the top 10.
Yeah, you did. And
That's awesome.
I was like, I got to have Seth in here. So, Seth, do you want to say anything before we go? Throw any plugs, anything like that before we send off? Because we're getting there.
I will say, Talk Hard with Seth Cooper is my first podcast. I just launched it. Episode number 2, while we're recording this, hits Sunday, September 13th. I break down the matchups of the NFL for week 1, my fantasy team, and I also interviewed Newsday beat writer Tim Healy of the New York Mets. So we talked all things New York
Guy knows
baseball.
everybody. But I will say, so by the time you're hearing this, because this isn't going to launch until next Tuesday, so your stuff's already launched at this
Yep.
point. So
Yeah.
if you are listening to this,
And you will be on my show.
love that. Go subscribe, go listen, share it on all your favorite social media, and let's fucking go.
But I'm looking forward to having you on as a guest. I'm very excited to deep dive in with Chase Shurga.
Do you want to plug your social media?
You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Seth_Coop, COOP. Some people spell it copper.
Coop, like poop, but coop.
Yep, exactly. Just replace the P with the C.
Yeah, there we go.
Thank
And
you.
that's it, right?
Thanks for having me on, man. It was
Bro, thanks for coming.
It was honestly a
I
pleasure.
can't believe like how fast that conversation went. So like there needs to be a 2.0, 3.0. I don't give a fuck. I mean, sorry, Dad, for saying fuck. Fuck. But at this point, it's time for Words with Chase.
Words with Chase. Words with Chase. He sucks at words. It's time for Words with Chase.
Ladies and gentlemen, I say ladies and gentlemen every opening. Welcome back to another segment of Words with Chase. All right, but I think is a good rule here, and I mean, you as the host of Words with Chase, I do want to clear this with you. So originally we said I have 5 lifelines, use it in a sentence as a lifeline. But then we said, what did we say? If I do the calling lifeline, that's
One.
one, right? So
Yes,
then
you only get one of those.
one of those, and then 4 of the other use in a sentence.
3 sentences now.
Okay, so if I think I can use 5, use it in a sentence, but if I use my one calling lifeline, that takes up 2. Fair? So then I only have 3 sentences left. Basically the same thing you were saying, but if I don't use the calling lifeline,
Then you
I get
5
2 sentences.
Yeah.
All right,
Word number 1. Accommodate.
use in a sentence. Lifeline, number 1.
Making consumers accommodate to the realities of today's marketplace.
It's almost like peeling them off the ceiling, bring them back to reality. Like, they want something, but you have to make them realize the reality of a situation.
I'm going to let you keep going. I think you're like close, but you're not. That's not it. Accommodate. You know what to accommodate for somebody.
Like, to make them deal with it, basically. You got to deal with it. Am I taking a shot?
Yeah.
This is not fucking right. All right. What's the definition?
So there's multiple here. I could have used it in the form of
Shot number 1, that was.
like a physical space or like at a hotel. So provide
what-
lodging or sufficient space for. So the cabins accommodate up to 6 people.
Oh, okay.
So that's one form of it. Word number 2. Allocate.
Taking a shot. Oh, wait. Use it in a sentence.
I decided to allocate all of my alcohol into the fridge.
Okay, to place. You put you moved all your alcohol from the box to the fridge. Allocate. There's no other way that could make sense. Why else would it go in the fridge? To make it cold. You moved it from the box to the fridge. 50%, boys and girls.
I used it in a very weird sentence, but yeah. Distribute resources or duties for a particular purpose.
To make it cold in the fridge. Your boy's here. 50%. Let's fucking go. Natty Light Seltzer. Sponsor me.
Word number 3. Nonplussed.
Dick move. I've already used 2 lifelines, so might as well use a third.
I am always nonplussed by your inability to drink beer.
Not impressed. And like my inability to drink beer, you're surprised?
Fuck.
Yeah, I got it. Let's go! Just so you guys watching at home, simple math here. We are 66.666%. That's 2 out of 3. Let's go. Two lifelines left.
He had no chance without that sentence.
Exactly.
No chance.
I can use.
You use deductive reasoning.
I can use 2 lifelines for a call, or 2 use it in a sentence. So let's see if I can do this.
Word number 4. Evaluate.
Wow. If I don't get this, I'm gonna be embarrassed. But like to evaluate is like to like if you're evaluating something, you're to put a number on it essentially. Like evaluate, it'd be like to wow, this is not good. To decide a numeral factor. Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Let's go! I'm sorry, neighbors. All right, just so you know,
you were so on the wrong track at first.
I'm 3 for 4, which is 75%. I can't lose. And I didn't even tell him to use it in a sentence.
It's unbelievable. You were so on the wrong track, and I gave you the option of just
You're a good
working
host.
it out.
A good host. Great host.
Wow. Word number 5. Hypothesis.
Oh, that's an easy English word from middle school. Hypothesis is like the like when you had to do a hypothesis, it's like the almost like a plot kind of, but not really a plot. It's like it's like a quick it's a small like
Take a shot.
really? Yeah. Okay. Shot number 2. Definition, please.
Sorry, the leniency can only go so far. You weren't not close. Proposed explanation made on the basis of limited evidence as a starting point for further investigation.
AKA a smaller version of the plot.
Not a plot.
The plot of a story. Okay, so like the plot of a book is like a paragraph telling you what it is. A hypothesis is like 2 sentences.
It's not a plot.
It's a summary.
No.
Shot number 2. Still in the lead, by the way. 3 for 5. What's that math?
Oh. So I created a hypothesis that you would blow a .25
Right now?
after drinking 5 beers within an hour.
A .25 is like almost lethal. That's aggressive.
That is not almost lethal.
All right, fine. So 3 for 5. What's that math? Math with Luke. No calculator.
60%. I didn't pull out a calculator. You think I need a calculator for 3 for 5? Word number 6. Monopoly, not the game.
Monopoly is like a company that owns everything in a certain genre. I'll say genre. I hope you take that lightly. Maybe not genre, but like a certain business. So like WWE for the longest time, monopoly, because they own the wrestling world for 20 years, and then they bought out different wrestling companies. They were the biggest one, and then finally other wrestling companies came out and like started branching off. It's not a genre. I wish I could have another word for it. I'm sorry, I'm not very gifted in the vocabulary, but you know what I mean by saying that. It's someone who owns. What's the word I'm looking for? Not a genre, but
Controls a majority share of the market.
Yes. Thank you. 4 for 6. Let's go. 2
But
lifelines.
it's not
left.
even just a
By the
majority.
way,
It's the
all of it.
exclusive possession or
Yes.
control. Word number 7. Resolution.
The answer to a problem. A resolution. If me and you were arguing, the resolution would be, I'm right, you're wrong. Depending on the situation. He's probably going to be wrong. Right most of the times, but like a resolution is like you solve the problem with a resolution. You can't tell me I'm wrong. No way I'm wrong. Absolutely not. Yeah, look it up, asshole.
I know what it means. It's not the answer.
It's the way to fix it. The way to fix a problem is the resolution. You fix a problem with the resolution.
Correct.
Yes! What? I hope that picked it up on the mic. This is the first time ever I've gone like this.
I'm going to because when you I know you're not coming to a firm answer, but you are saying
Sure, I don't need the
incorrect thing.
I don't need the
No. When you say,
get what I'm saying.
When you say the answer, that's wrong. The answer is not. It's the action of solving a problem.
Same fucking thing.
No, it's not. The answer is the final thing that comes out of
You better have
the
some
action of
hard words
solving
here,
a
bud,
problem.
because your boy's he already said I got it, so you can't come back now.
So lenient.
Now he's going to be so strict on the last 3
Unbelievable.
words, guaranteed.
Unbelievable.
He just wants my $20.
No, I don't really care, but. Word number 8. Liberate.
I'm using my calling lifeline. I'm using it.
Man, I wish I could just make a like executive decision here just to say you absolutely don't get this word for having to use this lifeline. Ladies and gentlemen, the word is liberate, and he is using his calling lifeline. Oh man, I can't wait till if they don't answer, you automatically lose. You don't get one anymore.
You have reached.
Are you fucking kidding me? My brother literally said to me last week, why didn't you use me for your lifeline? This is why.
I'm sorry. This was such an easy word.
Use it in a sentence, an asshole. I mean, actually, define it.
To liberate the slaves. I freed them.
Oh, liberty.
Oh my God.
Liberty.
Oh my God.
Shot number 3.
Word number 9. Speculation.
Speculation is like kind of like I had a speculation that you were going to come home tonight, but you didn't. So it's like I had like you're looking at me like I'm wrong. Educated guess. Thank you. Yeah, smirk me all you want.
I don't want to let you use guess. I need you to like...
I
need a better synonym.
Idea, speculation. Thank you! Come again! 6 words right. You're telling me it's 6 words right, correct? He's got to give it to me!
Sure, Chase.
Now I'm 6 out of 9. This is make it or break it. 69, sex. Oh, God.
Forming of a theory or conjecture without firm as evidence.
Right, so a theory, a.k.a. a guess.
I don't want to let you... Could you use guess on one of the other words? You can't just use a...
But a theory is a
easy
guess.
ass
A synonym for theory is a guess. I get the word. 6 out of 9. Make it or break it, folks.
This is unbelievable. Word number 10. Flabbergasted.
Shocked. Thank you! Woo! 6 out of 10, 60%. Let's go.
7 out of 10, you idiot.
Oh, shit. I'm glad I didn't say that.
Oh, my God.
Woo!
Oh, no.
But at this point, I think Words with Chase is over. Peace out, bitches.
See you later.
Thank you for joining us. Whew. What an episode. What a great story from Seth. I can't wait to have Seth back on again. And Words with Chase, your boy was finally victorious. I can't believe it. Victory is mine. And as soon as I hang up the old microphone here, I'm probably going to do a victory lap around my entire neighborhood. But with all that being said, I say it every week and I'll say it again. Don't forget, the number one way to support the brand is to buy some merch. And you can get your merch, your hats, your hoodies, your sweatshirts, whatever, at www.garageboozing.net. And don't forget to subscribe to us on all of your favorite podcast platforms, Spotify, Amazon, iHeartRadio, Pandora, whatever it is, we're there, as well as YouTube. And, of course, don't forget to follow us on all of your favorite social media platforms at Garage Boozing. So thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of the Garage Boozing Podcast. And, yeah, I'll see you nerds next Tuesday.